Hello my lovelies, and thank you so much for joining me. And if you're lucky enough to catch me in the live stream, great. If you're catching me afterwards in the playback, that is totally fine. Happy Friday the 13th. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day as we're gearing up towards Samhain. And who noticed my lovely new tapestry here? It's blue, black, purple, galaxy print. We have lots of suns and moons and stars all over the place, as well as zodiac symbols around the outside edge. This tapestry is huge, so unfortunately I can't show it all to you, just because I can't span my camera out far enough for that. And that just actually came in the mail today. It was one of my little goodie Happy Mail packages that was on my doorstep when I came home from work. Anyway, this is your weekly reading for the 15th of October through the 21st of October. We'll be using Seraphina's Oracle deck. This is the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. Let's go ahead and get right into this. As per usual, we are going to start with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and go through the zodiac. So what's going on for my Aries placements this week? Whoa, okay, that was a bit more than what I was thinking about, but that's okay. We have prophecies, revelations, insight, messages, hidden paths, awareness, mindfulness, self-mastery, Eye of Odin, sacrifice, knowledge, new perspective. Okay. Luna, manifestation, visions, attraction, winter's bone, reflection, transformation, rebirth, and Raven and Wolf, symbiosis, combined effort, alliance. Okay. It's kind of like it hits home this week for Aries placements that you've actually come quite a long ways. I mean, you are not where you started. Not at all. So yes, you have been aware or told so. It's been revealed, obvious to you that, yeah, you're not where you used to be. You've progressed, you've moved forward, you've moved on, you've grown. And with that, yes, means you've had difficult moments, you've had obstacles, you've had to really sacrifice sometimes, but you're stronger for it. Even maybe when you thought you were doubting yourself, doubting your capabilities, doubting your path, doubting your direction. However, you've made it this far, and it's all because of the energy you put in. It's all because of what you've done and where you've put that energy. You've created quite a lot up to this point in your life. So take a minute to appreciate the good things. And yes, that also means appreciating the bad things, because even when you had to sacrifice some things, whether that's your time, your energy, time with family, etc., it's not that it was all for naught. Also, please remember to show gratitude to those that have helped you along the way. Whether that is, hey, you've got a spouse and they've had to take up more of the family chores at home because you're busy working overtime. perfecting your career so you could get a pay raise. Whatever this is for you, please remember to show gratitude. Realize how far you've come. There are those that do have influence. They do have an effect. They do have effort in that, whether that is making you a healthy lunch or making sure that you don't forget something, whatever it is, small, minutely. Please remember to thank those people. So yes, a lovely moment of self-reflection for Aries this week. I kind of like that. This is actually a really fantastic time of the year to show gratitude. Alright, we're going to move right along to Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, okay. You saw me shuffle, but it came right back out. Okay, we have prophecies, relations, insight, messages, sacred law, rituals, boundaries, practice. I have Odin, sacrifice, knowledge, new perspective, and hidden past, awareness, mindfulness, and self-mastery. Oh, okay. I know this says practice, but it's more of practice is not quite the right word. I know that's the word on the card, but as much as Taurus placements are known for their hard work, this week you're actually going to get some information. It could be just a casual remark from somebody, whether this is a family member or, like in the work scenario, this is a coworker going, hey, you know, if you do da 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 da, this will be so much easier because this will cause it to do this, or you won't have to deal with this. You have an eye-opening moment based on what somebody says. So in this routine that you usually do, somebody gives you a little bit of a wake-up call going, oh, yeah, this would be easier. Or, hey, if you keep doing it that way, don't you know it causes this? It's that kind of message. You become aware of either wasting your time or how to accelerate your productivity. And it's all because of something somebody randomly says to you this week. It kind of opens up things for you all to look at it in a little bit different view. And occasionally we get stuck in routines, especially like when we're at work. You know, just because work wants us to do something a certain way doesn't mean that is the correct or only way to do it. Yeah, they might dictate, hey, do it this way, always do it this way. But to be open-minded instead of closed-minded in order to grow, accelerate, and keep up with changing times, having a new perspective really helps. So don't be surprised that an offhand remark ends up being more useful than what you figured it was going to be. Okay, we're going to move right along to a Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, we have Death, Valley, Emptiness, Hopelessness, Challenges, As Above, So Below, Duality, Balance, and Flow, and Wolf Moon, Restoration, Incubation, and Growth. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, my Gemini placements. Yes, you are launching over a hurdle. Because as much as things can all go wrong, all fall apart, it also has to swing back the other way. So all those pieces have to come back together again. So if you have a fallout of some sort, a tower moment, just remember that means the world is rearranging for you, and it's going to come back together, maybe not in the way you hoped, maybe not in the way you thought, maybe definitely not in the way it was before, because the shakeup happens for a reason, but things have to fall apart in order to fall together. And with that, oftentimes, is a bit of an obstacle. Challenges, yeah, obstacle. And as much as this has tower energy, hurdle, it was the first word that came to mind. Yes, we live in planet duality. So sometimes the wheel spins backwards and sometimes it spins forwards. But that energy cannot last forever. It is a cycle. So when we start leaving that cycle, of course it's going to spin back in the direction that we like, that we enjoy. So, if you've been stuck waiting for a turnaround, for, something to finally end, this week, apparently you're going to get it. Not saying it'll be comfortable, but, like I said, what falls apart has to come together eventually. Okay. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh my gosh, I vote in sacrifice, knowledge, and new perspective. Apparently that's one of our definite repeat cards this week, which is kind of the equivalent to the Hanged Man. Oh. Snow Moon, rest, recovery, planning, bleeding heart, rawness, vulnerability, compassion, phases of the moon, impertinence, enlightenment, and cycles, and sacred law, rituals, boundaries, and practice. Yup. Okay. As a fellow water sign, I totally get this. I really do. So my Cancer placements, yeah, you might realize that you really need to up your self-care routine. Whether that means you need to add something in, take something out, do it more often, make it a regular thing. Make it just a practice, your own practice. Maybe pull one from someplace else, customize it, make it yours. But yeah, something that you need to continue with, something that needs to be on a regimen. Not just, hey, I'm totally burnt out, maybe we should rest and do the whole self-care thing and try to get back to some balance or something that equates to normal. No. For the long haul, we actually need to find something that works for us to treat ourselves better and stick with it. Even if it's not that often. It doesn't have to be that often. I'm not saying this is something that you have to do every day. I'm just saying, hey, if, you find out that the new moons really wear you down, you're always really low energy, do like a bath cleansing ritual or something on the new moons. Make that a monthly thing of, okay, this is the 3 days of the month I'm going to pamper myself. Whatever works for you. But find that thing. Definitely find that thing. And enjoy it. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's going on for my fellow Leo placements? Raven and Wolf, Symbiosis, Combined Effort Alliance, Poisons and Toxins, Fear, Negative Thoughts, Self-Loathing. Treachery, Betrayal, Mistrust, and Deception. Oh, yes. We're out with the heavy. Okay. Well, there it is. Shadow and Light. Demons. Shadow Self. Integration. Okay. Yeah. So, for those of us that are empaths, that have Leo placements, just like me, this is going to be a time where you're going to have to worry about picking up other people's baggage. If it is not yours, do not take responsibility for it. And if you feel something is out of sorts, by all means, listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. Because if you start sharing energy with somebody, you start tapping into somebody, and it feels really off, trust that instinct. You could end up picking up something that is not so fantastic and may not be easy to get rid of. Whether that's watchers in your aura, or something that could be ultimately damaging to you, whether that is emotionally or mentally. Don't take on that energy if you don't have to. If it's not yours, don't own it. This very much has energy vampire written all over it. Yep. I will also say, if you are having issues connecting to your higher self, take a closer look at that. Remember, you and your higher self need to have a point of contact at some point. And I'm not sure you can see it in this card. They do have swirls of energy, and it's like two big openings, and they connect and contrast right underneath this raven. But you have to have a connection to your higher self. And if you are naysaying yourself, if you are letting your ego take over, and you're not trusting guidance from your spirit team or your higher self, or you're just not trusting yourself, you're not following your instincts, you're not doing any of that, that would be in your highest and best good, you're going to end up suffering, and it'll be so needlessly, and you end up damaging part of that connection. Try not to do that. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's going on with you guys this week? And, of course, all over the table. We have hatchling, innocence, inner child, curiosity, ocean tides, individuality, strength, formlessness, memory and mind, guidance, analysis, and application. Okay. Okay, Virgo placements. Let your hair down. Seriously. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself to the fullest. I mean, indulge your inner child if you have to. Yes. Be curious about things. Yes. Enjoy yourself. Let your hair down. Be spontaneous. Gosh dang it. You are an individual. And it's okay for you to express yourself. It's okay to do something outside of the norm, outside of the routine. So if you feel that urge to try something new, if you feel that urge to tap into your inner child, or you have that moment where you're holding back because you're worried about the judgment of others, don't. Listen to that. Listen to that, very much so. That's trying to guide you. Be authentic. Be you. And try not to beat yourself up over it. You know, there's only one you. So you might as well be the best you can be. And enjoy yourself along the way, by all means, please. And Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is going on for you guys? We have the Chameleon, adaptability, shape-shifting, conformity, winding roots, ancestral connection, earthly wisdom. Libra, what's going on with Libra this week? There it is. Okay. That took some effort. Lotus, the past, transcendence, evolution, blood moon, beginnings, endings, clean slates. Huh. Okay. Libra, you guys might be breaking out of a holding pattern. And yes, it might be imposed by a family or society themselves that you feel like you should follow, you should obey. But that doesn't work for you. So you're having to adjust your perspective a little bit and realize that the world is not a one-size-fits-all. So you might, be shifting, letting go of certain things to break out of that pattern, out of that perspective, and trying to find what works for you. Maybe starting a new tradition or some aspect that others have told you you shouldn't do or can't do. In just a minute. They're bringing me to the words clean slates. You might actually end up clearing some karma by transitioning as well. That's always nice when that happens. So if you've got some ancestral wounding or something you're dealing with, you might actually clear some of that out and straighten up some karma while you're at it. Alright, Scorpio. What's up with my fellow Scorpios this week? As above, so below. Duality, balance, and flow. The nest, spiritual hearth, comfort, well-being. Ocean tides, individuality, strength, formlessness, memory and mind, guidance, analysis, and application. This is an interesting sensation. The words I'm getting is self-soothe. Now that's usually a term you use towards like a child that's learning that comfort doesn't have to be given from others. But for some reason I'm getting self-soothed. And it's like calm. calming your rage, calming your storm, calming your energy, self-soothing. Perhaps you felt a little frayed over the last week or so, pulled in too many directions. So you're now finding balance. So you're calming your inner turmoil, you're calming your inner storm, self-soothing. And I keep getting drawn back to the ocean waves over here. But yeah, calm. So if you're having a difficult time and you do have a moment where something comes up, things get a little messy, and you end up finding maybe a breathing technique or something, and you try it and it works for you, hold on to that. You know, apply that in the future if you need to. Yep, that's what they keep giving me. Self-soothe. Okay. And because I'm also a Scorpio placement, I'm interested to see how that'll play out in my life. Hold on, let me get a drink real quick. Okay. We're on to a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's going on in the world of Sags this week? We have Winter's Bone, Reflection, Transformation, Rebirth. Whoa! Okay. Luna, manifestations, visions, traction, poisons and toxins, fear, negative thoughts, self-loathing, Death Valley, emptiness, hopelessness, and challenges, and the White Oak, healing, versatility, endurance. Alright. Very much a Tower moment. The Winter's Bone, to me, is very much a death card in this oracle. So yes, we are changing, but it feels like we are actively changing. Simply because we have the Luna card afterwards. Negative thoughts. And healing. Okay. For some reason, I feel like this is a week that for my SAG placements, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you're actually going to do things like use positive affirmations. And it's all because you've decided that maybe you need to be a bit nicer to yourself. I mean, you don't let other people talk trash to your face, so why are you doing it to yourself? And knowing that and wanting to change it, it feels like that's one of the ways you're going to start trying to switch that energy, to change it up with the Death card energy. Now, I'm not saying that'll be a fix-all when it comes to that particular area, but no, it's a good start on trying to correct it, trying to heal it, to be a little bit nicer to yourself, maybe have a little bit more self-esteem, whether it's, you know, body image issues, or perhaps you are overly critical when things get tough. You have an obstacle and you naysay yourself, however this is for you. And if you have issues like that, yes, by all means, please find some positive affirmations or things that will age you. Those are actually readily available online. You can go ahead and Google them. You'll find slews of them. And even myself, I have blank cardstock, so I will grab a Sharpie and write affirmations on it. Whatever catches my eye in various subjects, I will go ahead and write those down, and I actually keep them in a growing little self-made affirmation deck, and I utilize those monthly, actually. Alright, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's going on with you? What's going on in the world of my fellow Capricorns this week? Okay, cut it again. We will. That works totally fine with me. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's going on for them for the week of October 5th, 21st? Sacred Mountain, Ancestors, Endurance, Resilience, Autumn Winds, New Paths, Changes, Unseen Forces. The Pathfinder, Intelligence, Keen Insight, Premonition, Karmic Web, Troubles, Misfortune, Amends. Okay, this feels like divine intervention. So for my Capricorn placement